Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Luce, and well, we're now at the next part of the PeluPelu Society Tribe Reputation Quest. So we need to speak to PeluPelu to see what's going on here. As you can see, I've already prepped 3 quests for pushing forward. PeluPelu has the looks of a satisfied Pelu. The current difficulty scale to current level. Coda, it's good to see you. Have you heard? The new eatery is a roaring success. It seems while Kessa's time as a cook in Shalawani has exposed in all kinds of cuisines, the young fellow is both surprisingly skilled and commands an impressive repertoire. His comrades, too, have proven worthwhile additions, having taken well to guide work. Besides that, there's been interesting development. Remember Sia, the Wing Reflection representative, correct? Our very first customer. Well, we were discussing my initiative to support former outlaws, and all of a sudden he tells me something we should discuss in person. He's on the way to Doc Poga here, as we speak. I hope you can join me for the discussion. He ought to be here any moment now. Well, I hope he's saved before he got here, because, the save point is missing from the inn. Thank you for setting aside time to meet with me. Sia, it's wonderful to see you again. You seem fine, indeed. Likewise, it's heartening to see you and your business doing so well. The strides you've made since my first visit were quite remarkable. Your expansion to upstream Cosmuca with flying Unity's work was quite the feat, and your decision to employ former bandits has done much for the wider community. A superb achievement. Know that my colleagues back in Tuliolol are equally impressed. Last time I was here, however, I spoke of our position on tourism and foreign relations, and it is with regards to the Wings of Reflection would seek your assistance. But of course, my inner abacus is clacking away, urging me to do everything I can to support you. We've left nothing more in this support to show foreign guests the delights Turali has to offer. Though visitors from overseas are still few and far between, what would you have us do exactly? Oh, you're aware that Tuliolol has recently entered into alliance with Razat Han. As it so happens, we've recently had a visitor from the city-state. When we told her about the Turali travel agency, she expressed an interest in experiencing the region for herself. Would you be willing to provide one of your tours? It'd be our pleasure. Fortunately, we do even have a slot available. Excellent. The visitor's name is Rasavat. She's of the Aura, people known for their curved horns and ornate scales. I shall also mention she's an alchemist by trade. I shall return to Tuliolol to inform her of the plan. I'll procure an alpaca porter for her journey. If you could attend when she arrives, I'd be much obliged. Oh, we'll be ready and waiting. Oh dang, the tourism industry here is gonna start booming. To think the Wing of Reflection would entrust us with the nation's honored guest. What better way to promote Tural as a premier tourist destination? We wouldn't be in this position if it weren't for you and all the hardworking staff. Now, we can't leave anything to chance. We'll need to be fully prepared for Razavat's arrival. I don't suppose you visit Razahan? I'd like to learn as much as you can about the homeland. Well, actually, as it happens, I've been there for a while. Of course, needn't have asked. I'm not surprised the least our special advisor has traveled I'm not surprised in the least that our special advisor has traveled far and wide. From what I've heard, the climate of Thavnair is similar to Cosmouca, so I presume our guests will not be overwhelmed with the heat and humidity. My primary concern is local cuisine. Would you mind speaking to Walkessa and sharing knowledge of Hanish fare with him? May inspire him to prepare a suitable menu. Could I trouble you to share your knowledge of Hanish cuisine? It might help with his new menu. Well, I do have Culinarian at the Endwalker levels, so I should have knowledge on cooking foods from there. Ah, hey there, they're gonna help you with. It's an honor to welcome a guest from across the salt. Putting together a menu to suit their tastes ought to be a fun challenge. Well, so what might one find at the dinner table at Razat Han? Spirits. no. Alcohol's pretty good. I do like the spicy food, though. In fact, that's what we had with Zero when we arrived there. Food that packs a punch, huh? In that case, the Moblin's flavorful cuisine might be better received than the more subdued Hanu fare. In any event, I'll whip up a meal that puts local flavors front and center and put a few flourishes to suit our guests. Let Liplu know that I've got this covered. Sounds good. Welcome to Kozmooka. Razabad, I presume? Razabad, It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Liplu, founder of the Trolley Travel Agency, and I shall be your tour guide tonight. Thank you for accommodating me on such short notice. Yes, I represent the High Crucible of Alchemia, Razathan's state-sponsored alchemical workshop. Oh, you're Koda. What a coincidence. Forgive me, you must not remember. I'm one of the alchemists you met at the Great Work. My associates and I examined your friend Estinian. I didn't remember, I guess, but... good to know, it all worked out. Good to know it worked out. Ah, I see you already know each other, then. Well, I think it's a little more one-sided than each other suggests. The people of Razathan know Thavner and beyond owe a debt of gratitude to Koda. Same goes for here at Trolley Travel Agency. He's done so much to support our enterprise, not to mention the nation at large. Incredible. Fate certainly works in mysterious ways. I couldn't agree more. Seeing as how the two of you are already acquainted, perhaps you'd care to join us on the tour? I see no reason not to. And with all enthusiasm. Seems like she'd appreciate it. Wonderful. Allow me to escort you to your room. I'm sure you want to unpack your belongings. Would you mind waiting here? We'll be back in no time. I can't wait to see what Kozmooka has to offer. This is going to be marvelous. Well, don't forget... Oh, right. There's no save points at the inn. You'll have to make a bookmark if you need to stop for the night. I don't think they had that in 10, but more modern versions might include it. Who knows? I've seen some surprise that Tirali wasn't affected by the final days like Razathan was, but that's because the it was always location-based. It started at Razathan and spread out from there, and it only barely managed to reach Charlian before we stopped it, so Tirali was thankfully spared from the final days. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get going, shall we? Luckily, thanks to the player character's efforts, only about half of Razathan was affected by it, although granted it's the half we can't visit in the open world area. Those are real neat places in Dawn Trail, but I don't know. Razathan is still one of my favorite locations in the game in general. I'm not sure how to put it. It's just, maybe it's the, then again, I guess I seem to favor the Endwalker areas in general. Which is funny, because the moon is virtually empty, aside from just, like, one in a brief area. You'd think I'd have more reason to dislike that one. I guess it does feel. I suppose the Punitties are adorable. The Moblins. Well, I guess that's a bit more relevant now that I've got the crafting jobs going. Then again, I guess I need... Oh! Just showing off the ritual. Ihihana ritual, I think it was called. A festival. Well, it's a festival that includes a ritual. Ah, you know what I'm talking about. It is cool, yeah. What a splendid place. Our satisfaction is writ plain upon our face. I am deeply indebted to the agency and all of its hard-working staff. I'm so relieved everything went off without a hitch. And who'd have thought we'd get to watch the Hanu rehearsing for the next Ihihana? Yeah, I was right, it was the Ihihana. I can only hope Rosov enjoyed her experience as much as I believe she did. I want to thank you all for everything you've done. It was a true delight. The climate may be similar to that of Thavnair, but the native flora is a sight to behold. Speaking as an alchemist, there are many intriguing specimens, such potential. And on the people, their culture, it was fascinating to learn how the Hanu use reed-woven floats to channel magic during rites and rituals. Oh, and the Punitties are simply adorable. This will make for a very engaging account when I report back to Vitra. Vitra? You didn't mention Vitra. Oh, our two nations may have forged an alliance, but the ink has barely begun to dry on the parchment. Indeed, it was thanks to the efforts of the Scions an agreement was reached at all. It would be presumptuous to claim that Tuliol and Razathan truly understand one another yet. Yeah, that was kind of a desperate situation that Kana was getting that signed, and I guess it would make sense we'd need to expedite the process a bit. Which is why the Satrap sent me, to explore the potential for other mutually beneficial arrangements, and to confirm the friendship between our nations will stand the test of time. The Hanu and their unique magical traditions, the plant specimens you spoke of, you think this knowledge would benefit Razan? If we're able to maintain relations and encourage a flow of people between our nations, I'm sure Razan stands to gain a great deal, of that I'm certain. Besides, there's so much more I wish to learn of this land. I plan on spending the rest of my time here doing just that. Oh, wonderful, simply wonderful. When you turn to Razathan, I hope you let everyone know what a great place Cosmuka is to visit, or better yet, the whole of Tural. Oh, I definitely will. Well, I suppose I should head back to the agency. Looks like that's about everything. The story for this quest line as a whole has been very short and sweet, but it's been perfectly serviceable, I'd say. Decent tie-in to the other stuff we've been doing so far in the story. Yeah, nothing feels like a huge stretch or anything. It's kind of going a bit into their everyday lives, as these kind of quests usually do. Oops. Oh, huh. Oh, they're outside here. Oh, let's see who has it this time. Huh. You just leave the rest to us. We'll make sure the remainder of Razabot's stay is truly unforgettable. Razov is resting in our quarters. I must say, I'm relieved the tour ended without incident. Thank you for everything you've done. For our visiting alchemist, I dare say Cosmuca's vegetation seemed like a veritable cornucopia. Any discoveries made via the Alliance will benefit Tuliyola as much as Razat. Indeed, this type of exchange precisely what the Wing of Reflection has hoped for. I shall make my proposal to Dawn Servant Kana as soon as I can to return to the capital. There's no doubt in my mind the tourism industry deserves our official backing, and once we may offer it, we shall have all the commemorative monument erected to make this clear once and for all. Your support remains a great deal, but I can't understate the role Coda and the people of Cosmuca played in our success. Their happiness is just as important. The pale we earn must serve to enrich the community, which is why I can't rest on my laurels for a moment. Alrighty. After this, I'll be doing the epilogue, but yeah, all the major parts of the story are complete as of this one. Thanks to the travels of PeluPelu and our associates, the Turali Travel Agency is on the cusp of receiving official backing from the Wings of Reflection. The future is bright for the tourism industry, with the Pelu principle of mutually beneficial trade underpinning the endeavor. With tourists tread, happiness is soon to follow. The only upgrade this time was that extra plaque, but I guess the point is we have it all set up more or less. Reputation up. Extra special advisor. Wonderful. Yeah, it may not be the best one, but I'd say it's perfectly serviceable and gets the job done rather well. Unless the final one changes my mind, I guess, which I wouldn't get my hopes up, although nor would I get them down. It'd be very difficult to break it down. I guess in a way it's kind of like the Rite of Succession storyline in the main story, but this one, like I said, it works better in this format because it's spread over a period of time and not all forced to binge in one go. Oh yeah, that's right, I don't get yeah, I don't get 3 extra ones this time. Oh well. I believe it's about 10 days worth of dailies to finish off the quest line here, so I'll have to finish this when I get back, which means the next part will be in 2025, which is not here at the time of streaming, but I guess if you're watching this on YouTube when I upload it, it's going to be 2025 due to the delays on my uploads. A short one, but hopefully it was perfectly serviceable. This one really was short. Oh well. Hopefully it was enjoyable. If you want to see more like this, especially with combat involved, be sure to watch my live streams on Twitch, or there's after a bit of a delay, the VODs get put on YouTube. Till next time, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.